with 43.1 seconds to go. Dave, it's going to be interesting to see what the Beat Diggers do. Do they come with a heavy rush? They already know that special teams is really responsible for the 7-0 lead at that point, which is now 7-7.
I think they got to go for they got to try to block the ball and put themselves in position at least to kick a field goal here before the half to regain the lead. If not, Garcia's got to field the ball. He can't let it bounce. He's going to have to try to catch the ball and not let a 30-yard punt turn into a 45 or a 50-yard
That's
punt.
happened twice already. And Cody Harrison standing at his own 15. Garcia backs up to the 32. Awaiting the snap. Here comes the rush. It's blocked! The Beat Diggers block it. The ball is loose inside the 10-yard line. Out of bounds at the 8. Looked like Shea Hansen and Tanner Morrow came through, and the Beat Diggers have come through on special teams for the second time in the game. They're in the red zone with 36.6 seconds to go before halftime.
We got to settle down and go with what brought us here and just pound that football in there now. It's first and goal. We have 4 chances to put that touchdown on the board and 36 seconds to do it. But I'm real excited right now because in other championship games we've had, we haven't had the kicker to make sure we got points on the board. We got Cardenas now, so we should be, we're within range to get that 3 points if we need it.
Keep in mind the Beat Diggers have 1 timeout remaining. 36.6 to go. First and goal at the 8. 3 in the backfield in that horizontal I. Garcia's going to hand it off to Weiser, running right to the 5-yard line. Then he stood up, and he's down at the 4. And we do have a timeout called. I believe the Beat Diggers have called their final timeout. They have. Ben Kaler came through. Let me tell you, Weiser had a hole, but once he got to the 5, he was hit hard.
Yeah, it was closed because when he got hit, he landed straight on his side. It was a blistering shot. There was no way he was going to break that thing.
30.4 seconds to go before halftime. 7-7, Brush and Olathe timeout brought to you by Edwards Wright Price Market in Flowerland.
This is where, like last week in the semifinal game where we didn't have the best clock management at the end of the game, this is where that's paying off for us because now, the Diggers are out there. You got to believe Coach Streitz is saying, hey, if we don't get in the end zone here, make sure we spike the football or whatever to try to give ourselves one more chance. He's talking about that down there right now.
Well, you've got Shea Hansen and C.J. Kukas, 2 big receivers, so they decide to pass it. I mean, they've got a shot here to score rather easily. But nothing's easy in a state championship game.
That's for sure. I wish Olathe, they don't have their heights or their weights in the program. It'd be nice to know how tall those DBs are back there.
Second and goal from the 4. 3 in the backfield. 2 tight ends set. And Olathe jumped. Second penalty of the game.
I think it might have been a Brush kid on this side that might have jumped on that play.
Well, let's see, because I saw Karsten Byers come across the line of scrimmage from his linebacker position. But, Dave, you're absolutely right. It will be against the Beat Diggers, so Byers was responding to what a Beat Digger did.
Yeah, and I'm not even sure that. I think we might have jumped a little bit after the fact, but it might be one of those deals where they didn't get all the way across the line of scrimmage and it caused us to flinch.
Well, this could change the strategy a little bit unless they were going to pass on that play.
Well, they were in that double tight formation, and that T, that's usually something that they like to run out of. Olathe doesn't have their free safeties up there within about 6 yards of the line of scrimmage, and so are their corners. But you got to believe their corners are just focusing on our tight ends in case they go out for a pass.
Second and goal from the 9. Garcia's going to head off to Weiser, running left, back through the middle, inside the 5. He dives for the end zone, and he's going to be down at the goal line. The Beat Diggers have got to get up there. It's a gain of 8. 20 seconds to go. The clock is running. The Beat Diggers have no timeouts remaining before the break. 13 seconds to go. Garcia up to the line of scrimmage. Third and goal inside the 1. Garcia is going to hand it off right side. Touchdown, Connor Weiser, and the Beat Diggers lead 13-7 with 6.2 seconds to go. Weiser's second touchdown of the game.
We said it, didn't we? The Diggers learned from it last week at Kent. I thought they were going to come up and just spike the football. I was thinking, holy cow, Garcia, you're looking around, you're checking to make sure everybody's set, just spike the football so we can get the playoff. Instead, he was thinking they just called like 47 to the left, and then they ran a 46 to the right, and they didn't hesitate. They just shoved it right out of Olathe. It took advantage of a huge mistake.
Here's the extra point by Cardenas. That one is up, and it's off the left to right. Oh, Jesus had made 38 extra points in a row, and this one clanks off the left upright. And with 6.2 seconds to go before the break, the Beat Diggers have only a 6-point lead at 13-7. Highly uncharacteristic. He had not missed an extra point since week 7 against Eaton.
But not necessarily uncharacteristic for us in semifinals and finals games, because extra points have come back to haunt us in the past.
Well, the good news, Dave, is that the Beat Diggers have the lead, and the Beat Diggers do receive the second half kickoff.
And they have confidence knowing that their offense can run the ball, because they did. They took it right down there and ran right at Olathe. I think they just saw the benefit of getting up to the line and getting after them before the Pirates have a chance to decide which way they're going to block or which way they're going to blitz.
Yeah, the only thing the Beat Diggers have not done well is run the ball on a long field. They've done it very well in the short field. I mean, they've had drives of 16 and 8 yards. That was a 30-second drive. The other drive by the Beat Diggers was less than 2 minutes, and even though the Beat Diggers are known as a team that can hold the football from 5 to 7 minutes, it doesn't matter. It only matters what's on the scoreboard with the Beat Diggers up 13-7, and Cardenas is going to squib this football, bounces to the 30, and picked up at the 23-yard line, back to the 30-yard line, across the 35 to the 37, a return of 14 yards, and that return by Eric Pace, who's a center on this team. 1.9 seconds to go, and you know that Olathe's got to go into that locker room quite deflated that they allowed a touchdown this late on a second special teams error. However, if they have one thing that can point towards their benefit, is that this happened in the first quarter, and they recovered from that.
That's right. You know, they got to be pretty confident about their offense, because the Diggers haven't been able to stop it. Where the Diggers have taken control of the game is just off of their mistakes, and fortunately for us, we haven't fumbled we fumbled the ball, but at least we recovered it.
1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line. Final play of the opening half in this 2A state championship game. Kiefer Waller was in a shotgun. Now he'll go under center. Man in motion is Cosper, and we've got a flag. Delay of game. I mean, that rarely happens before first down when your team takes over after a kickoff, but it happened here.
And the clock ran just a little bit with that. So Diggers are down to just 1.1 seconds here left in the half.
Well, they'll have to reset. They should reset at 1.9, but either way, it doesn't matter. There's no way you can run a play under 1.9 seconds. So this will be the final play of the opening half, starting just outside their own 31-yard line. 1st down and 15. Wallard back to throw, heaves it up the right side. There's a man out there, but Eric Garcia breaks it up at the 40-yard line. That looked iffy for a moment, and it appeared that Ronnie Mumm was the intended receiver, and that is the end of the opening half with a score. Brush 13, Olathe 7. You're listening to the 2010 2A State Championship game from Legacy Stadium in Aurora on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com.